Hello class, Nonsense here, signing on. Today we will discuss about how to write a job application letter. Let's begin. A job application letter, look at your screen, is usually sent or uploaded to your target company together with your resume or curriculum vitae. It is coined as a cover letter by some firm. It means when they say you submit cover letter, they refer to job application letter. So, what's the difference between the two? Cover letter and resume. Your resume has an outline of your skills and accomplishments. It also offers history of your work, training, and educational background. While the cover letter explains why you are qualified for the position you applied and should begin, uh, rather it should be given a chance for an interview and be hired. Writing a letter for the first time could be hard, but once you were able to make one good application letter, you will just update it when you need to apply again. First, let us review what you have learned in your English class, the parts of the letter. First part, we have the heading or return address, just like what you see on your screen. It has your name and address, then the current date here, the date when you write the letter, the current date. Next is the inside address. It has the name of company representative, position, and address. Then the salutation or greetings, like this one. Then followed by the body of the letter, as you can see on your screen, the body of the letter. First paragraph, look at it, should include your skills and accomplishments. Then the next paragraph, try to include words from the job listing or advertisements, then edit or proofread it as many as you can so as not to overlook the grammar and spelling. Then after the body is the closing remarks. Here, you have your example. Best regards. Then your typed name and signature. Then the end part, usually the attachment. Anyway, we will go beyond to other parts as we go along with our discussion. But you just have to remember that in writing a job application letter, here you have to at least write one, even if it is not included in the requirements. And then for the body of the letters, you have to remember to include your skills and accomplishments. And then, as I have mentioned earlier, try to include words from the job listing and prove it as many as you can. You have to proofread it. Look at your screen again. Here are some reminders before you write your letter. You have to do some groundwork. Consider information you want to include. Highlight your most relevant skills, experience, and abilities. know what the employer wants, know about the company history, like vision, the mission, and you should be ready with the questions. Why choose their company? And the question, why should we hire you? You can find the company details in their ads or in their website of any social network page. Then match your qualifications with employers' wants and needs. List your relevant experience and skills. After taking important notes and highlights on your letter, then you may start writing. In writing job application letter, there are factors need to be considered since a cover letter is very different from a quick email to a friend or a thank you note to a relative. And the managers and the interviewers have certain expectations when it comes to letters appearance. We need to consider the following. A letter of application should be no more than 1 page long. It should be in single spaced with a space between each paragraph and use about 1 inch margins and align your text to the left. It's actually the standard alignment. Use a traditional font such as Times New Roman or Arial or Calibri. The font size should be between 10 to 12 fonts. Other factors to consider are letter should begin with return and inside address, as I had mentioned earlier, then followed by the date. If letter is to be sent through email, include your contact information at the end of the letter. And then after your typed signature, about the salutation, also known as polite greeting. Common example is Dear Mr. or Miss followed by last name. To find out more sample of salutation, you can search by typing salutation. As simple as that. Now, the create your self-impression part. The body of the letter, think of this section as being 3 distinct parts. First paragraph may contain the job or position you are applying for and where you saw the job advertisement. Next paragraph is the information about what employers were seeking and how you could meet their needs. You may share your relevant details on your experience, seminar trainings attended, and accomplishments like the awards you received. Then, and the last part of the body will be your thank you to the employer. You can also offer follow-up information about you. After complimentary close, it is sign off your email with a polite close such as sincerely yours, very truly yours, cordially yours, and many more samples searchable online. Then this part should be followed by your name with electronic signature or handwritten, followed by your typed name, then followed by your contact information with regards to if it is be sent through email. Now with regards to electronic signature, there are many available apps or tools you can choose from to create your e-signature. Make sure to read the review about the application to make sure that it has no bugs and safe to use. Some tips on writing your letter. As I have mentioned, always write one. If it is not mentioned in the requirements to submit a letter, submit one, unless specified that there's no need for you to submit. And follow our guidelines or factors to consider in writing the letter. Use business letter format, just like mentioned earlier. Include your contact information at the top, the date, and the employer's contact information. Be reminded to provide a salutation at the beginning and your signature at the end. Sell yourself. Remember, they do not know you. Focus on how you would benefit the company. Provide specific examples of times when you demonstrated skills or abilities that would be useful for the job, especially those listed in the job advertisement. You may send your evaluation result from your previous work or your grades, the awards you received, any accomplishments that you have during your school days. What else? Anything that could impress the employer, share it to them. Use keywords such as skills or abilities emphasized in the ads. Include those words in your letter. This will help the employer see that you are a strong fit for the job. Keep it brief. Make your letter at least 1 page with 3 paragraphs. Again, reread, proofread as many as can. Check for typographical errors, grammar, and spelling. There are a tool in Microsoft Word that could be of help while you are working with your cover letters. You may also ask somebody to check your work. Here's the sample job application letter. As you can see on your screen, we have here the return address, your name, your address, and your email address. Then you also see here the date. This should be the current date, the date when you write the letter. And then we have the inside address, which includes the name of the representative of the company, the position, the address. And here's the sample of the salutation, body of the letter, the closing or the complimentary close, and then the signature, and then the typed name. And you can have enclosure here at the very last part of your cover letter. That's all for now. Remember this. Today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. Thank you for watching. This is Mom Says, signing off.